From Riverdale Studios, Sioux Falls, this is a comic book look.
Welcome to a comic book look, everybody. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it. My name is John, a.k.a. John on Demand, a.k.a. the Comic Cowboy. We got Tom over here, a.k.a. the Comic Connoisseur.
Giddy up.
And Skylar Bulks right in the middle. Our camera, comic book, Christopher Columbus sailing us. You guys, we're proving the world isn't flat. It is not flat. It is quite round. And around the world we go.
Around the world. Oh, yeah.
We're doing good. How's everyone doing?
I like to think of myself as more of a Flava Flav character.
I was trying to run with the C.
The hype man.
C.
You love the crew.
No.
China
China the Poodle.
with a Y.
Ugh.
Trying to tell I was distracted.
Oh, man. Shout out to Sam Humphries. Again and again till the wheels fall off.
Not every week we talk about Sam.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, what does he have?
Well, he's the man.
Issue 76. So we just had this sweet issue. Went ice fishing, we're kind of just getting out, celebrating seasons. We got some feedback already on IMJ. I saw some of the Minnesotans are rising up, so they identify.
Which is fitting because you may see this is
Minnesota.
the degree right down here,
yeah.
and it is 1.4, and that's not with the wind chill.
Yep.
School is canceled, guys.
Yeah.
And work is not.
When we were children was school canceled
Never.
for -5?
Nope.
I remember riding on the bus in -10. Like
I was gonna say,
freezing our
you
asses
still had
off,
recess,
but-
and then they were like, "Oh, little Johnny, you forgot your mittens. You didn't need those figures anyway."
So I don't
Go
wear
outside.
gloves, I wear mittens. What does that mean?
Yeah.
No, you
We
don't
said-
have
we
to say
said-
little Johnny.
Kids got detention when I was growing up
Were
for
they Hello
not
Kitty
wearing
mittens?
proper
Yes,
winter
okay.
gear.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh no, that's all sorts of wrong. I don't know, you guys.
Okay, this is already this show is awesome.
Ridiculous.
This is what happens when I'm like, John, what are we talking about? He's like, I don't know. Let's hit record, and so that's what we're rocking.
All systems go.
I mean, exactly. We're the hottest internet TV show around, so I mean, we can do what we want. It's cold here,
Yeah, I
ridiculously.
mean, clearly we've been
freezing
drinking all
cold.
day to stay warm.
I had to switch to
That's
water.
what you gotta
I'm
do.
drunk. But yes, it's going to be a good show though for you guys. Thank you so much for coming back.
Yeah.
We do have plenty of comics to talk about. It we show up a week late on the internet, but today is Comic Book Wednesday,
Stop it.
and I got myself a little stack here.
Uh-oh.
And Johnny got himself a stack, and it's going to be a good show, I think.
The show's coming. Yeah.
So I haven't got to read all of them, but I did read Lot 13.
Okay.
You want me to talk about it?
Do it.
Okay. All right. Well.
That was a sick cover just to start out with.
Yep, it's very detailed. Glenn Fabry is doing the art. Steve Niles, I got 2 Steve Niles books this week, is the writer, and this is a mini-series from DC that apparently is selling terribly, but I think it's pretty good. It's definitely nothing that, like, new. It's definitely a horror. You could think of it as a horror movie. Family moving, gets into a place they can't get out of, full of dead people, and they're attacking each other, and they want to get out, and they're just like people.
That sounds awesome to me. Why is it not doing hot?
But people just, I guess, apparently are not liking it because it sells. It's like I don't even think it's in the top 300 anymore, which sucks. But I'm still definitely on board. It's only one more issue after this. But yeah, shit is already getting bucker. This family is going through some tough stuff. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it out of this stuff or not, but it moves at a very furious pace. The art is very detailed. I would really like to know how his style is because he does emotions great. I mean, just like great scenes like that, Glenn Fabry, famous for the Hellblazer covers and the Preacher covers from back in the 90s Vertigo, and it's cool to see him do the cover and interiors on this miniseries as well. But yeah, definitely a horror book. For some reason, it's not selling, so people go buy it. Lot 13. It's actually pretty cool.
Good.
And so I'm going to give that a 4 out of 6 beers.
Nicely done. The first one, I guess, on top of my stack, I actually have not finished yet, and that's going to be the Silver Surfer one-shot. Guys, this thing is loaded. I mean, there was something even in the back here about the Dark Avengers, and I was, like, lit up like a little girl,
Nice.
about it, Norman.
That's the only reason you bought that issue, isn't it?
Probably, actually, not, no, I really love the character, you guys. I like Men in Charge, so when Galactus stomps the planet, obviously I'm just like a boner in sweatpants. Alright, not to reuse the line, but Galactus
you burnt
is kind
that
of a...
line out.
No, dude, it's true, though.
you've
Galactus
beaten it
is
like a
like...
Yeah,
It's-
it was an untouchable line that you have ruined.
Think about it like this, though. If Earth could wear sweatpants, it would have a boner. Because Galactus is that awesome. Alright, that's the way I see it. So,
Okay.
I haven't finished it yet. This is actually done by no, seriously. Well, pause. But I haven't finished the book yet. This is the artwork is just fun. It's random. It's the most random Silver Surfer book I've ever read in my life. It's super
It's
cool.
huge.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Oh, Stan Lee and Mobius.
Yeah, dude. Like, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, the art has to be extremely stellar.
It's fun. And that's why I like it. It's just
Mobius is a legendary sci-fi illustrator from France, I think, and yeah, I mean he's a legend. I think he just passed away this year, and that's probably why they're putting this out. But I think he did all like the designs for the Fifth Element movie, and he's bomb as hell. I mean he does some amazing work. So I can't wait. I didn't even see this. I'm gonna go and buy this. Yeah. There's no doubt about it that I am. Stan Lee, Mobius. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh,
Nice grab, John. That is a sick issue.
I was pretty stoked about it.
I can't believe you got that.
So I can't read it yet. I'm not done with it. So far, I'd give it like definitely a 5 out of 6. So just enjoyable.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Check that out. Mobius coming at you. Good job, Marvel, for releasing that. I'm sure that's an old miniseries of some sort that came out a long time ago. Yeah. Obviously that's what it is. It's a reprint of something, but I want it bad.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What do I go next?
I mean, I got some other things next, but I just, God, when you have something blinging in your face, just a bling, and I mean, I went to the, okay. So I go to the shop today.
Okay.
You guys have seen at the beginning of the show, I jump out my porch, I fly. I had my scarf on today because it was cold, so it's a little, the opening's a little different.
Gotta fly warm,
But I flew to the shop. I went in there, went to the wall, looked at the new comics that are supposed to come in, and boom, right away, blinded by the light of a foil cover. And I go, oh God. And then I turned over to Brian, who was at the counter, and I was like, Brian, what are we got, 1995 of in this bitch? Foil cover on Invincible? He's like, I know, man, it's awesome. And I got a good laugh out of it. I have Invincible in the compendium, but that's how far I'm in. So I'm definitely not at issue 100 at all. I didn't buy it. I think it is so fitting that you buy it. You
John
love
does have a penchant for the
polybags
shiny
and
covers.
foils. You absolutely love.
Yeah. I was telling my coworkers because they were like, whoa, because I have more story on that later, but I told them I probably have the most fabulous comic book collection in the fucking Midwest, I bet, easily. Just with all my covers that I take. I haven't read it yet, you guys. I haven't read any of the, I don't think I've read any Invincible ever.
Well, it's just it's a great one to start on, I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Probably have to wear my shades when I read it.
And that looks like some
so
mad shit. So
awesome,
many
though.
people are dead. Oh, that's all the way around.
Yeah.
Why don't you gotta give that nice.
Do the hustle.
Yeah, do the full.
The full caboodle.
There it
Where's
is.
the center? There we go.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah. So I can't read it yet.
John's
but...
still distracted by shiny images and flashy colors.
Sorry, guys.
That's awesome.
I probably would have picked it up too. If I
Right?
noticed.
He was just looking at me. I was like, oh, fuck it, okay. I'll let you know what I think.
Dude, of course you picked up the foil cover.
Yeah.
It was going to happen. Next one I'd like to talk about is MacGyver.
Hey.
another 4 out of 5. I'm going 4 out of 5 miniseries from Avengers. They're going at it. This book, I mean, it's just like another episode of MacGyver. I wish, I wish each issue was like 40 pages and an episode of MacGyver. Yeah. But instead we get a 4-piece, a 5-piece long drawn out MacGyver, and it's still awesome though. I mean, talking about the Phoenix Foundation and just like this, the chick that he's with, the different plot twists. Yeah. They're just so MacGyver and 80s and awesome. Yeah. And it's so nostalgic, but unfortunately this is also selling terribly as well. And didn't crack the 300, so it'll probably be canceled soon. Dude, or obviously isn't going to get a second one. But the prime gem about these books is definitely the back. The guy who writes this is the same guy who writes, was the creator from MacGyver. And he has this long essay that's going out through all of them, and it's all about like how MacGyver started, when he like met with the different people at the studios, and at first how they wanted it to be like the idea for 24, how every hour takes place in real time and it's an actual hour, and then you'll have a season that will be just like 1 hour that will take up a whole day, and he was like, that cannot work, and how he has to like overcome that with the executives and stuff, and it's just really interesting. And so I mean that part alone is definitely worth it. But I mean the art, I don't know who he got, but it's just really clean and smooth and good storytelling. There's some generic parts, but overall, I mean I definitely really like the art. I think the coloring could be better at times, but there's still some pretty cool kind of dynamic panels, and definitely not hindering the book at all. It should be selling more. It's a fun book. I mean, who doesn't love MacGyver? Come on, people.
Plus, lots of comics. I mean, really.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
do need more of them.
And it's totally throwback. He has the leather jacket. Yeah. I mean, if duct tape's around, he's fucking using it. Yeah. The dude is the man. That Swiss Army knife can still do anything. Yeah. He can make an explosive from anything and do anything. I mean, the dude. There's still at least how I said I wish each episode or issue was like an episode. Yeah. He does have at least 1 or 2 MacGyver moments during each comic. So I mean, you're still getting it. Yeah. If it was an episode, you would be like, dude, he's really overdoing it this time. But yeah, he hasn't like put together, like fixed a helicopter with duct tape and a Swiss Army knife yet. But I mean, I'm sure the next issue is going to really take it over the top. But yeah, thank you for having this. Thank you for like deciding. Yeah, you know what? We're going to make a comic book about. Okay, you think this guy's ever even read comics? No. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll put a comic book out. Yeah. Thank you.
I can write a story arc, sure.
Yeah, somebody can draw it, and it did. I love it. Thank you for doing that.
I just got to ask, what books are you buying that aren't in danger of being canceled?
None.
Okay.
Yeah. That was me when I was reading
Alpha
Flight.
Oh, here we go. I can tell you one. Batman Incorporated.
That one is in danger of being canceled. You didn't read that?
This one's going to be...
What news source was that, John?
Shut up.
I heard it from some guy on some chat board.
Yeah.
Evidently enough, this is going to be ending very soon. Oh. So, because Grant Morrison's ending his run on Batman.
Okay.
But it... So, damn it. I guess it doesn't really help me, but it's not going to be
Tom
canceled.
has no stories to look forward to.
It's selling a lot, though.
It's kind of depressing,
It's selling a lot. It's just not going to...
Were we just talking about things we were looking forward to for the year?
It's not selling Scott Snyder.
What are you... Okay.
I think it's selling the best right now.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was going to ask, like, what are we looking forward to this year, then, if everything's going extinct?
Sean Murphy, Scott Snyder miniseries about, like, sharks or something, or the Pacific from Vertigo. That is a must. Vertigo, Trillium from Jeff Lemire, must. Image titles. We're going to have a strong year with Chew. We're going to have a strong year with new titles like that Brian Wood is just coming out the gate on. The Massive, Mara, loving that. There's lots of things to look forward to. Obviously, still some of the sets that are always good, like Walking Dead and Invincible. I mean, I do not read Invincible, and
I don't either, unless it's blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll start after this, though.
Yeah.
You should. Because apparently it's like the best superhero comic book that comes out right now. It's the same writers, Walking Dead.
Alright.
But yeah, I'd say mostly Image. Yeah. What's up?
Well, I got suckered into it, guys. You put some keywords on a book, and obviously I'm all over it. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Right off the bat, Joker's front and center. This is a DC #1.
Is it based on the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole,
Okay,
the
I was
whole,
gonna say,
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that style, but I understand if it's...
No,
based
the
on
artwork's
video game.
completely different. I mean, honestly, as a whole, it's just kind of... I mean, Joker is just kind of... It's not as badass as the Joker we're seeing right now, so this was not in continuity. You know how I feel about that. So this really just wasn't for me. I mean, it is what it is. I read it.
You knew it was going to be about the video game, though, didn't you?
I know. I just wanted to pretend like, Injustice.
Have you played the video game at all?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted
Because
to
it
try
is
it
in
out.
continuity with the video game. So if you were playing the video game, you
maybe
might
you'll have to
think
pick
that-
up the video game now.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, play
Should I
along
just,
with... Play
should I
along
just
with
match
the-
Superman's outfit too with my clothes while I play it? I mean,
Yes.
why am I going out of my
Probably.
way if I didn't like the book?
You know what? I hated this book. I'm going to read everything around it and do everything I can to see if this book will be better. Yeah, okay.
I
I
mean, maybe
understand.
the
I would
game was
never-
better.
I would never do that either.
Yeah.
But that game is
If
talked
anybody
about,
played the
it's
game
awesome.
out there, let me know how it is. Get at me.
They say it's awesome.
Whatever. Who's they?
The people. The people
Some
speak.
guy on the internet.
The people speak.
People. All right.
All right.
Good talk.
Yeah, do you got another book you want to talk
Of
about?
course. Of course. How many do you have left?
I mean, I can go all day. You just tell me. if
Oh,
you want.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I've only read one other book.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, so but I got some other. I'd like to got some comic news I'd like to talk about. Shit.
Okay. X-Men Legacy #5, again, another sexy Legion cover.
I love these Legion covers.
Aren't they fun?
They're
yeah.
so cool.
It's just, he has the most
Especially that
ridiculously awesome hairstyle, and every single cover has just been amazing. And I started buying the series because I like the cover artwork so much. But the series as well, it's just so fun. And I say this every time, love this series, and I'm really happy that I picked it up.
That
This is
cover's
one of the
amazing.
few that Marvel now that I can actually tolerate.
Yeah.
So I'm totally digging it. You know, it's just crazy. It talks a lot about Blindfold and her origin, so that's kind of a neat one. It's a really grotesque past about her. I love the series. I can't tell you enough.
Nice.
5 out of 6 easily. So
I don't even know those characters.
yeah, dude.
So that's cool. But let me see that cover because I mean, just all the people trapped in his brain just look cool. Maybe that's Paul Brazil. Yeah. One of my the podcasts I love to listen to is Fuzzy Typewriter.
Okay.
And it's I'm at work and stuff. I like to listen to these different podcasts, and they talk about everything: movies, TV, comic books. But the guy who does it, Paul Montgomery. I mean, I think the dude is the man, and he's super funny and smart. And he is now he got promoted to be co-running iFanboy, and he's on the iFanboy Pick of the Week podcast. So that was pretty crazy news because apparently Ron Richard, the guy who's just a podcaster and just ran a website, is now the business director for Image Comics. Dude, so I mean that's what John's gonna be. I mean that's John will just work this this video podcast for IMJ. All of a sudden you'll be running IDW in what? 4 years?
Me? Really?
Yeah, you got the business sense of a fucking tiger. El Tigre.
Yeah, El Tigre. De Industrio, de Comic Libre, Libros.
Exactly.
That's, for those of you that don't, it's a really horrible Spanish translation of Industry of the Comic Books. Comic Cowboy.
But seriously, I mean, it's kind of funny that giddy up. It's kind of funny that somebody who just is a podcaster of comics, Ron Richards is now the business director for
Tom,
Image.
you could totally run a comic book company.
Yeah, I sure could, right into the ground.
You are buying
I was going to
books that
say,
are being
all
canceled.
my books I like, nobody
Everything
likes.
you love is
man.
dying around you.
I wonder how long, what do you guys think of Valiant Comics? They got the
You know-
Exo Manowar, the Archer, and
I don't know that much about
Armstrong,
them,
and,
man.
I read the Exo Manowar, a few issues of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay, but it used to be a comic company from back in the day.
Yeah.
And then
They're coming back.
yeah, they made a big relaunch, and
Yeah.
they were selling a bunch, and I think now they're probably at first they're probably selling 40,000. Now they're probably selling 15 or 10,
Yeah.
even less maybe. or
Mark
more in
from
some
Fat
cases.
Stack of Comics is huge in them because I sent him a mountain from El Paso, and he was just like, "These are awesome." So he's pro at that, and they still read them. like on a weekly basis, I think.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of people that still like it, and I'd like to know, they restarted that company out of nothing. I mean, I would like to know how they're doing, if they're making money, and if it's going to be able to stick around for a long time and become a part of, just the regular, I hope so.
Industry?
Yeah. But who knows? You never know with comic books these days, people. It's quite sad.
Marvel's next, probably. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Ooh.
No. Marvel sells so much for $4 a pop. They're doing just fine. Their movies make billions of dollars. Disney owns them. I mean, there's, it's the big two are here to stay.
When Mickey Mouse has got his hands on it, it's not going anywhere.
It's
true.
But
Scrooge McDuck.
you know how shitty directors are at
Swimming in gold.
But yeah, just saying that people are moving up from doing nothing. So someday John is going to be running IDW. I'm just calling it right now.
Oh, God.
Okay?
Good Lord.
Is that big of a deal? Valiant Comics, please stick around. We'd love to have you around and maybe do some creator-owned shit. I think it is creator-owned, but I don't think the creators that are working on it is... You know what I mean. Anyway.
No, I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, well, you guys know what I mean.
That didn't make any sense at all.
I think you guys know what I mean, is all I'm saying here.
I think maybe we'll just restart again right now.
No,
Welcome
we're
to
not.
Comic
That is all
Book
good. That's all
everybody.
Comic Jim. Next. Nowhere, man. I mean, this series definitely is growing on me.
What?
I wasn't at first,
First issue was
all
not
into
good.
it. It was weird.
Not
but I really am starting to like how they have different media ways of giving you the information about the story. There's just a lot of different things, like, it'll have like a letter that just has to do with it, or this, this portrait that just happens to, kind of just fit into the story.
Yeah.
This really cool design aspect of it that you guys know I love design from, Hickman's work at Image and stuff. But then the art is just great, but the ideas are just so out there now, and it's really came down to you start to understand everything that's going on now.
Okay.
And, it just is taking a little bit to get there, and it's about these 4 scientists who are really falling apart, and, something happens where some people get, are trapped in a terrible situation. They're trying to figure their way out of it. One of the scientists loves LSD, and he's like all this really free spirit going into other dimension through, mind altering substances, and the other people aren't agreeing with him, and it's just they never come out and tell you that. It's very Watchmen of giving you all this information for you to deduct, exactly what's going on. But this is the reason I like it is Eric Stevenson, guys. I mean, he is my main man at Image, dude. He is the publisher of Image. He's writing this comic book. And, I mean, he's my favorite person in the comic book industry. So even if this book stayed terrible, I would still continue to buy it. Because thank you for making Image such an awesome place.
And I just got to show the back cover of this.
That's one thing I like about
cool
that is how it
piece.
is.
Yeah.
Front
Yeah,
back,
it's
not the dumb milk ad or whatever.
Exactly,
Crap
yeah,
is
you
on
don't
all
have
40 comics.
Buy
somehow.
Gatorade, please.
Yeah.
On the back.
And I love that, yeah. I mean, this is, here's another ad,
Here's
buy my
another
DVD.
Batman thing you can give us your money for.
This Image one, this is selling another Image book. What do we got here? IDW. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Also, just another art piece on the back, and this is from the artist who does the interior artwork. Nice work. Dark Horse, IDW, publishing, mixed, because this is 30 Days a Night and Criminal Macabre. So, I have this book out. Should I talk about it?
Do it.
You might as well. You've already introduced it.
Yeah. Okay, so Dark Horse Comics, IDW Publishing. Did I tell you guys anything about that, or did I mention anything?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You left us in the dark on this one too.
They are making I hate both of you guys, but Steve Niles owns both of these different things at different places. 30 Days a Night is obviously famous. It had a movie about it. It's the vampires that go to Alaska and it gets 30 Days a Night, and if you're a vampire and you don't want to be in the sun, that's pretty fucking good terms right there. 30 days.
Shout out to Twilight Vampires.
I saw that last night and I was really scared. I didn't
The
like it.
movie?
Exactly,
What?
dude. And because those vampires are not like normal vampires.
They're scary.
They have
Yeah.
They don't
like
glitter in the
pretty
sunlight?
intense.
no. They dominate. They kill. And
they don't turn into party favors, no.
And now, when Criminal Macabre started, the main character here, he wasn't dead. Now he's like a dead ghoul, but and it's just comes. I just love how, like, with a series that you write yourself, how far you can take this character to be different from how it started to how it is now, and I just love it. But this is how he's drawn. I mean, this is how he's drawn now. He is like a straight creepy ass cigarette smoking, chain smoking ghoul. And there's crazy vampires on the loose, and it's a perfect mix. It's silly that they haven't been together, and I hope we get to just see a bunch of little mini series from these. I haven't looked at the sales because I've been really sales driven recently. Wondering why a lot of these mini series aren't selling and what the numbers wanted to be. And I don't think I've checked this one, but it's still too new probably. I probably will get that info next month. I'll get back with you. Hopefully that one's going to stick around, Skylar.
We'll see.
You think so? 30 Days a Night, it has that name. It has the name recognition.
But the name recognition for a movie like that doesn't always mean that much for a comic book fan.
Yeah, look at
the weekly buyer. Exactly.
Damn it.
MacGyver is a huge name. How doesn't that get picked up? But it's not getting picked up.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
Skylar, did you read any sequential art since the last time we taped? A comic section in the newspaper, something on your phone.
Actually picked up, since we last met, a box of Altoids that had a draw your own comic.
Nice!
It's a contest, so I'm working on that. You just got to fill in the word bubbles, but it's taken me about a week, so that's been my comic book time.
That sounds about right. Just sometimes I just love to just kind of just get to the bottom while you're on the show.
You just gotta help me sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you actually asked me to come sit in.
Whoa.
Because I'm the editor. I was like, no, I'd rather sit behind the computer and on the other side of the camera. But you demanded it. I wasn't gonna get a paycheck unless I sat on the couch. So here I am.
Well, that's true. I mean, I did say that.
And I do try. I've got a few. I've actually got my books all out of the boxes, and they're getting all lined up. So I'll actually start getting into a couple of things. There's a couple like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that I've got.
Nice. So
I got it as a Christmas present from my buddy. He just gave me a bunch of his old books. So I'm lining them up, getting them ready to go through. So I'm on my way.
You're on your way.
It's just it's a slow process.
I'm just kidding.
I actually read couple more pages of Chew the other night before I passed out. I got back from ice fishing and I was like, I'm going to read some Chew.
Yeah, understandable. John, I just want to say your hair is looking good.
Dude, man.
When did you just start being such a fucking good-looking dude?
Dude, no, dude. Like, I was ripping it up at work all day. I was at work for 13 hours today.
Brutal.
Dealing with my clientele. And it was an interesting day.
Rough day.
Very, very, like, I had to pay attention kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh my god, this person did this wrong. And when I get stressed, you guys, I'm, like, ripping my hair up. So at the end of the day, I look like Einstein, but hotter and younger.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of a stud muffin, I suppose.
Yeah, he is.
Intellectual
German
swagger.
stud muffin.
Yeah.
You should see him in Manhattan Projects. He's pretty crazy. He's a main character in that. Yeah. He's actually evil.
I need to
Einstein
check that
from the mirror dimension was able to trick good Einstein into killing himself. I don't know. It's this whole thing, and then he's
makes sense.
Yeah, the mirrored Einstein's only a super genius. He's not a he's not a I don't know, godlike genius like regular Einstein in our world.
Right. Or like me.
Check it out. Take it.
Shout out to godlike geniuses all around the world.
Shout out to another Image comic title that's bomb. Yeah, what do you got, John?
Any way to hit it?
I want you to hit it hard. Hit three comics back to back.
Alright, I can do that.
Yeah.
The Olsen triplets. Dark Avengers number 186, you guys. I'm going to keep it short and sweet here. Enough of the time traveling bullshit. America's right with me. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. We got a team of badass people, so let's give them something badass to do. Instead of this, we're going to split this alternate city into 4 sections and Reed Richards and Doctor Strange and a bad Iron Man. Who gives a fuck? Alright? I want I want the whole creative team to just realize that this is getting old because we've been bouncing back and forth between all these unmapped parts of Marvel because it's all alternate stuff that we're never going to hear from again. There's no continuity. There's no relevance. I want depth for the characters that they deserve because there is potential. All right, it is growing on me. It's getting better, but it's like a slow boat to fucking China. Okay,
but aren't you learning about the characters?
Like
aren't you? I mean,
no,
why does
you're not. No. No.
But they're doing actions that takes place in their real life.
No, Ragnarok's on a table. He's been conked out for like 3 issues now. He's the Asgardian clone, for God's sake. Grow a pair, swing your hammer, and let's get her done, alright? Like, I don't get it, dude. I really don't like... And this is not a bad... Parker is... he's been kind on other projects, whatever. But I'm just saying, on this, it's kind of like... walking on hot coals is how I feel with this. I'm really doing my best to put up with it, but it really, I almost want to drop it, and I've been with this since issue 1. That's bullshit. Alright? Bullshit.
That's
1 out of 6.
When it was called Thunderbolts.
1 out of 6.
That's a pretty huge investment. 186 you've been on it since issue 1?
Yeah.
At...
186.
When he
when
first bought him, it was like
I did the brick, though, online, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been picking them up weekly yet.
Yeah,
I bought the brick.
But still,
he
has them all. It's Thunderbolts. It's his very favorite.
Yeah.
He got me to pick it up, and that's how he really liked Jeff Parker as well. I dropped it because this Dark Avengers bullshit is bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit. Hawkeye number 7, in contrast, Marvel now. I don't even know why this is Marvel now. This should just be Marvel Awesome. Hawkeye, this book never disappoints. Artwork is simple. I've said it over and over again, so I'm not going into it. Fun story.
No, I want you to. I don't think you've really gone into that book deeply.
There's no real
I want to know
concrete tale. It's just about him.
I want to know
the female Hawkeye, and then their kind of interactions. But it's like casual tales. It's just kind of showing how he's living in an apartment building, but he's like telling the guy, "Don't tell the other tenants because then you guys could all be hostages potentially." It's everyday living. And that's what I like about it. This is a new side of Clint Barton. It doesn't help that I have a man crush on him. Fuck it, whatever. But I love the book. I think that it's brilliant. I love the younger female Hawkeye that we see. I think it's awesome. But it's just fun, and that's all I got. Because,
dude, everybody's raving about it.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody's raving about this, saying that this is the new book. This is the Marvel book that's special right now, and I would love to look at it. I think I'm gonna get them online. Because
but it's been doing.
This is done by Steve Lieber, so this is even a different artist than that has done a couple of the other issues.
But the transition, I didn't even notice. I like just when I open it up, I'm like, it takes me back to last month when I was happy. So all in all, very excited about it. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 6 easily. No problem.
Solid.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I've heard nothing but just great things about this book.
Yeah.
And I've never been a Hawkeye guy. I mean, gee, who's a Hawkeye guy? I mean, is there such thing as that person? You guys are not Hawkeye guys. Shut up.
The Avengers video game, Sega Genesis, Hawkeye and Captain America.
Ooh.
Just because Captain America was the guy you started with, Hawkeye was the first guy you unlocked.
Oh, no.
And I regret to inform you, we called Iron Man Toaster Man for a short while because we
thought he was Toaster Man.
We barely ever got him unlocked, So
he had the toaster head.
He looked like a toaster.
Oh my god!
In my defense, I think someone told me it was Toaster Man. I was pretty young.
Are you guys serious that you are saying that you are Hawkeye men?
I've always been a huge fan of the bow and arrow.
For me,
someone that goes back to a simpler
I'm losing it here,
form of
what?
I didn't think there was even a person in the world that was, and both of my partners in the comic book game are. But hey, I'm glad because I guess it's a really good book.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to rock it. Steve Lieber's bomb. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, some Hawkeye related news before I hit my last one here, which I didn't even read it, but Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner from Avengers movie. I saw Hansel and Gretel. Fun movie, and Jeremy was looking amazing in that movie. So
stop winking at him, God.
Hansel and Gretel for sure, man. All right, last but not least, Emily and the Strangers. A hot topic.
That's sweet that you went to.
Yeah,
before you hop into that though, that's sweet that you went to Hansel and Gretel, man. I mean, what would you rate that on the 6-pack?
There was a shirtless scene, yeah.
I mean, would I like it though? I mean, is it a cool ass movie?
It's fun.
I mean, are they
Yeah.
like badass Hansel and Gretel?
Gretel's a cutie patootie.
Yeah, I mean,
something for everyone. Yeah.
Is it very Twilight or is it more like Blade?
It's fun. It's
More
fun.
fun?
It's an MTV film, so they're cursing left and right. It takes the children's story and just adds a fun twist to it, but a lot of kick-assery. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be a little hokey, but I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
Maybe
it's
I'll
like
check
an
it out.
R-rated Hansel and Gretel
Exactly.
story. Okay.
And they just dominate. Like, it's so relentless.
Exactly. I just want. Yeah.
I think you'd like it, though.
Sweet.
Yeah. Anyways, I haven't read it yet. IDW. Dark Horse. I'm, like, staring half-assed at the logo right now.
It's because they had a crossover earlier. I don't know. Did I tell you guys about the IDW Dark Horse crossover?
I don't know if you have. You should probably talk about that one next.
I should, totally.
I don't know.
Somebody's cookies are done, but you can finish up.
That one, the 3.
No, cookies are done.
Cookies are done. Cool. In the middle.
Whoa.
Yeah, a
wow.
little poster in
Pop
the middle
art.
there. I haven't read it yet, though, so I'm excited to check it out. Other than that, I had a little
Because
bit
isn't it usually Emily the Strange?
Yeah.
But this time it's Emily and the Strangers.
Yeah.
I wonder who's the strangers. Ghouls?
Probably.
Ghosts?
You just like saying that word, ghouls.
Yeah.
He's a smoking ghoul.
Yeah, I sure do. Ghouls, I love it.
Awesome.
Lovely ghoul. Hey,
Well-
ghoul. I say sometimes I just call my friends ghouls.
What's up, Ghoul?
What's up, ghoul?
What's up, Spud?
What's up, Spud?
That's
Good talk.
kind of brings back to what are we going into next week, Tom? We got some big plans set up.
What?
We do have some big plans set up.
Oh, yeah.
Do we?
Yeah?
Yeah.
We were
We
talking
do.
about it? A
What?
sequel to a
The
previous?
sequel to
Oh, damn, dude.
the Dark Knight cartoon.
I totally forgot already. That is how bad I am at trying to get this organized because this issue should be our Dark Knight.
It should be
cartoon.
because it came out
yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so
Next week.
and then I already forgot about it completely when you guys have said that.
It's only been about 40 minutes since we talked about it.
Yeah, it's late. You guys can see on the time, man. I need to go to bed. But anyway, yes, Dark Knight Returns Part 2 DC Animation next full feature movie. And we watch them and review every single one.
Yeah.
And we're not missing this one because we did Part 1. And we all really like Part 1. Those pointy nipples, love them.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Like,
really excited about that. And sorry, people, that we did not do that right away because, totally we're going to be a week late on that one. It'll give you time to, hopefully, maybe it gets into Redbox by then. Most people will see it.
Yeah, and then they'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll hit Netflix or something.
Yeah. That won't be for a while, I'm sure, but still. They do have a bunch of the animated movies now on Netflix. Which is
They
just
come out
fun.
pretty-
Which is awesome.
pretty
It's a
quickly,
great
too,
selection
after
on
they
there.
come out.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
you
just
All
got
the 90s
all of,
cartoons are on
Disney
there.
too, so you got a lot of Marvel
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, dude, they're so Oh, man, watching, right now, so fun to watch Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under. I mean, those are like some of the greatest movies ever, man. I just love them.
Yeah. Movies we grew up on are finally starting to show up there. So
And but then put on just Batman the Red Hood Under the Red Hood. I mean that one was so good. I think I didn't give it a good enough rating when we talked about it. I don't know what I gave it, but man, that movie is fucking really intensely awesome. So if you guys get a chance, go rewatch that one. It's such a good animated movie by DC Warner Brothers. So yeah, all right. I don't got anything else to talk about, John. Anything else you want to talk about? Covered,
Yeah.
hang down.
Yeah.
Let you slide.
I got some treats.
Oh,
I told
good.
him I liked
I
flung
was,
out covers, and so he said, okay.
Oh,
So I got these really sweet...
John went on another shiny binge.
Oh, shit. So
God, he knows how
my
to sell to
classes
you.
weren't on. Sorry about that.
He
So,
knows how to sell to you.
You guys...
Those are so shiny.
I mean, aren't they trippy awesome, though? Like, you got, like, the clone... I don't know. I dig
Okay.
it. And even the back, dude. That's a boss, man.
Oh, I think the back's almost better.
Anyways, yeah, dude, this is a maximum clonage. excuse me.
Maximum clonage alpha.
But these are just fun, obnoxious covers. And so I told him, if you see foil covers for any of the titles that I read or would be interested in, put them, aside for me. And he was like, "You're gonna be sorry you said that." I'm like, "There's never a sorry." Never. So, you guys believe it? I'm totally gonna have the most fabulous collection ever because I love obnoxious covers. I'm not gonna.
Just silly.
The other thing I got was the short story Halloween Amazing Spider-Man, and I'll probably just save that for Halloween. I haven't even read it yet, so I'll probably save that for
Let me
next
see.
year.
Oh yeah, nice. So
long...
here it is, preview for
This year.
Comic Book Look issue 134.
We'll
be talking about. We will be
time.
talking about this comic book.
Oh.
Don't show them anymore.
Don't. That's all she
In only 9 short months.
Because there's no way to rewind on the internet.
Oh no.
Once you see it, it just goes by.
So what news did you have, dude?
I'm gonna
You
invent
go into
that.
some-
No, just that comic book guy who started doing the same kind of thing that we're doing is now the business director at Image, and how you're going to run IDW in 4 years. That was the big news. Is my declaration that John will be running IDW, owning and the whole kit and caboodle IDW.
I'll do my
By the end
best.
of 2015.
Yeah.
At
So
least.
what issue will that be? 400 something?
Yep, somewhere around there. I don't know. We'll have that'll be CNN will pick us up because it'll be such serious journalists.
Oh my
That
god.
But yeah, dude, I don't
Comic
have
books in
anything
Iraq.
else, man. I mean, the boards at IMJ have always been good for comic book chat. Our Facebook page has also got some good things. America, you've dominated us with some great questions. I forgot to look them up and talk about them this episode, like I told you I was going to. But it had to do with like digital comics, and I really appreciate that. We do want to cover that sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be on that show. Once again, we keep on inviting you. You never call. We're sad. We're like that man who's just sitting by the phone waiting for that hot girl to call. You're that hot girl, Sergeant America.
I don't even know how that feels.
God knows I do. No, but seriously, guys. Yeah. Other than that, I'm just prepping for this baby. We're like right around the corner from having a baby, and loving just to try to read as many comics as I can now.
Definitely.
Soon you won't have the time.
No, soon I'll be up in the middle of the night and just have nothing else to do and holding a baby in one hand and walking around the house because usually babies like to walk around for some annoying reason.
Yeah.
And then you just read a comic the other thing.
Make sure you pick awesome ones to read, at night, because that way it sinks in early.
Yeah,
Reading
definitely
good
read them
books,
out
you
loud.
gotta Start 'em, yeah. Start them out on Our Love Is Real for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I maybe not do that.
You don't look like a vegisexual.
China the poodle.
I want to see if we can get a commission piece of that. Like, I think that, who's on art on that again?
I don't remember.
Sanderson, right? Sanders?
Yep, Sanders.
Okay. He's been at some comics.
Yeah,
I'll have to
he
see what
totally
can
does.
do,
I mean,
dude.
he's done a lot of
So
stuff.
awesome.
Steven Sanders, yeah.
China the Fool.
China the Poodle.
I don't know why. This book is so...
I have
it's
2 copies
so-
of that fuck.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I have...
Of course
I
you
got
do.
one at home. You're gonna
If
pull
I
it
see it
out?
for sale, I buy another one. Speaking of, Sam Humphries' Sacrifice number 4 is just out, and I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to be getting that online. That would be how I got interested in that. Is he is such a great guy, and before he kind of blew up, and we gave this a good review, he sent it to us for free. China the Poodle. She can tell I just wasn't into it. What does it say? Actually, just read the whole thing read it just like he would, looking at China the Poodle right in the eyes.
Something was bothering me. The crystal fucker. She had no scent. She was like a blind spot. China could tell I was distracted. She tried to help, but it didn't work.
That's it. China
You
film.
should have that picture on there
Oh,
and just
God.
drove it across the street when you read it.
This is great. But yes,
Oh, man.
get this if you ever find it.
Good book.
All right, but anyway, hit us up at all our other places that you can find us on the internet.
Yeah.
Gmail, Twitter,
Use. Yeah.
Better at Media Junkies Facebook.
Yep.
Alright, well, you guys know the drill. As always, have a very good week. Pick up those books, vote with your dollars, get political, and as always, keep it coming.